On to the next race, the men's 400 metres freestyle S6. And well, this one is going to be very tight. In the middle lanes, Glock, McDonald, Granichka and Bocciado. All very close indeed. Very much a tactical race, Paul. As the swimmers come out the tunnel there.
We had two good heats this morning, two close contests at the front of those two heats. Darragh McDonald and Andrei Granichka, they kind of paced each other through, and similar situation for Taliesin Glock and Francesco Bocciado. Nelson Crispin, medalist in the last World Championships for Colombia. Vyacheslav Lenski from Russia. In lane number 2. Taliesin Glock, well, can he do something from lane number 3? Certainly going to be there or thereabouts at the medals. Darragh McDonald, the Paralympic champion from Ireland, and he was pushed all the way by Andrei Granichka this morning in the heats. Andrei Granichka, I think he had a little bit left. You may see him strong in the closing stages. Francesco Bocciado, well, he's top of the world rankings this year. Regan Wickens in lane number 7 from Australia. And Hamish McLean from New Zealand. He goes in lane number 8. Well, Giles, I think we're going to be in for quite a close contest here. Those middle 4 lanes, not much to choose between them. Bocciado, he's got the fastest time this year, but the international event pedigree is really Darragh McDonald from Ireland in lane number 4. Granichka, well, a bit of an unknown quantity, the 18-year-old from Russia.
Well, a mixed combination of starting styles there. Expect to see them start to even out as the race goes on. McDonald of Ireland, I thought, had to work pretty hard for his lane 4 position during the heats. Tends to really have one pace, starts and finishes in a very, very even style. I thought that Glock in lane 3 swam a very strategic race in the heats indeed. And on paper, Bocciado of Italy, well, he is the fastest in the world this year by some considerable distance. On 27th of June, went 5:01, some 12 seconds quicker than the next quickest man in the world.
It's not that long ago.
That's not that long ago at all. But the field pretty flat at the moment. Darragh McDonald maybe just edging ahead, with Granichka going with him. And it is lane 6 who does well. Bocciado does very well around the wall. Got quite a twitchy style, Paul. That's a result of the kind of disability that he's got, but his hips are very, very high indeed. And well, maybe that world ranking time that he posted earlier in the year, this is where we're going to see the class of this man begin to pay out.
Yeah, he certainly looks in good shape at the moment. Bocciado has opened up big lead. He was actually second at the 100 mark, but as he moves into that second 100, he's opened up a gap of some 2 seconds, and that's quite a gap ahead of Granichka. This event, of course, was dominated by the Swede Anders Olsson for many years. Anders Olsson, of course, retired after the Paralympic Games in London in 2012, and Darragh McDonald finished ahead of the Swede on that occasion.
Shock win,
McDonald,
I think it was.
It was indeed. We all thought Anders Olsson was going to take that, but Darragh McDonald took Ireland's first gold medal at the Paralympics since Dave Malone won in Sydney in 2000.
Well, the field is starting to spread out now. Darragh McDonald looks as if, well, unless things change, he's going to be scrapping it out for bronze. But this is the leader Francesco Bocciardo of Italy. And you can see the lead that he's opening up there. Part of the success that he's having in this freestyle is down to his body position. He keeps his hips very high, and what that means is that his body's in a flatter line. It means that he's creating far less drag, which means that the power that is being generated by his arms is much more of it is being used to push him forward. If you look at when we get a wider shot, if you look at some of the other swimmers, they tend to spend a bit more time going up and down rather than going forward. Each of those movements all costs time. As he comes now to the 300-meter mark.
We have seen, of course, the Italians have a number of swimmers who are very, very good technically. Ariola Trimi, I remember last year, absolutely rock solid on the freestyle. So I just wonder if Bocciardo's from the same coaching stable as Ariola Trimi. They have gone through the 300 mark, and Bocciardo is opening up a very big advantage. I'm not sure if anyone is going to be able to challenge him on the last 100. Granička maybe is the most likely, and Darragh McDonald ahead of Taliesin Glock holding on to bronze medal position. But Bocciardo looking supreme at the moment, Giles.
He is. Granička has managed to claw back a bit of ground against him. Granička also got a good body position, hands go into the water nice and cleanly. He rolls over now and it's very smooth around the wall, but it's Bocciardo, even with that slightly stuttering stroke that he's got, because the hands go into the water nice and cleanly, it's helping him to maintain this lead. But they're coming back on him now, Paul.
They are indeed, they're coming back, and especially Andrej Granička, the long-time leader. Bocciardo is holding on now. Is it going to be enough now for the Italians to hold on here in the last 5? Granička coming up alongside Bocciardo. What a finish here. It is going to go to, it's going to go to Bocciardo. He's taken it by 2/100ths of a second. It's gold to Italy. What a comeback for Granička. 2/100ths he missed out by. He takes the silver, and Darragh McDonald will take the bronze for Ireland. But what a finish for Granička. We thought that Bocciardo had it absolutely in the bag, but my goodness, where did Granička come from?
Well, he sat back, didn't he? Conserving his energy, making sure that that body position, which we talked so much about, well, I don't know during the race, because I think he was breathing, looking to our side of the pool, away from Granička. I don't think he quite realised perhaps how close that came. But well, Granička, another 5 metres, he would have had him.
Well, another metre he would have had him, another half a metre. McDonald wins an Irish medal again. He's on the medal podium. And please, the Irish supporters here. And Bocciardo there's the finish. Granička finishing so much stronger. Bocciardo holding on. You just couldn't split them. You couldn't split them there.
Couldn't split them. Here it is in super slow motion. Well, Granička's head position was much better, as we saw with Ellie Cole in the backstroke. Having a still head position in swimming, so important. But in the end, Bocciardo, well, he got away with it. I don't know if he'll get away with it again next year.
Bocciardo takes the gold for Italy by 2/100ths of a second with Granička and McDonald.